everyone to imaginativevisions.com. This is the Watchlog. Justin here, where we review streaming shows and TV shows. And today we are going to be talking about Robot Chicken's Adult Swim special. This is truly a love letter to Adult Swim, but, and I'll get into the but after this brief synopsis and overview. So it goes like this. Robot Chicken Adult Swim special follows the iconic Adult Swim characters, not everybody, on a cruise ship celebrating the network's 25th anniversary. The cruise turns into a disaster, potentially spelling a watery doom for all aboard. And first things first, before I get into the but, I will have to say this. Congratulations to Adult Swim. I grew up watching this thing, and this truly is, when I mean it's a love letter, it's a love letter. They fit as much cameos and characters and references as they can do in this short amount of time. A lot of the jokes land, especially when they're breaking the fourth wall, especially when they're making jokes about Adult Swim and some of the highs and lows about it. I thought those are where it really landed. Now, my issues, the but that comes into this is that I honestly think that the length kind of hurt the special. I think if this was at least 45 to an hour long, we could have got a much better celebration here. Because the whole plot is that most of the characters are on this cruise ship. I'm not going to spoil it, but somebody is trying to do something to the cruise that's trying to destroy the cruise to put everybody to a watery doom. And you get a lot of interactions with characters that you love and that you love to see, and it's pretty cool. It's nice to see Black Jesus interact, and it's nice to see the Venture Brothers again. Aqua Teen Force, C Lab was I popped. I went crazy when I saw C Lab. Mike Tyson lends his voice in this for Mike Tyson's Mysteries. Birdman's in here, so you have the Adult Swim lineup. No Boondocks, guys. No Boondocks. No Rick and Morty. They even make a joke about them in the trailer. No Rick and Morty. Certain people, no home movies either. And there was actually a joke in here where they were saying why certain characters in certain shows didn't appear. And I'm not going to spoil it. Once you see the joke, you're like, damn. When they show you the joke, I was like, damn. There's some anime jokes in here that I think people are going to get a kick out of. It's a decent special that I felt could have been better with a stronger runtime. And and I know this is Robot Chicken's just way because they approach the same way with impersonations like how South Park does. But this being the 25th anniversary, it would have been nice that certain characters of certain voice actors that are still living reprise their roles. Some of them didn't. I understand with C Lab, certain people did pass away, so you did get Seth Rogen voicing one of the characters from C Lab, and it felt off. Like I honestly would have wished they got somebody who's good at mimicking or impersonating, or at least a sound alike for it, to just kind of give you that feel of C Lab. But it was nice just to see a reference of C Lab. But how are the jokes? Some of the jokes hit, some of the jokes land. I'm not gonna tell you jokes because that will be the spoiler. And plus, it wouldn't be funny if I told you what the joke is and then you watch it, right? But I will have to say, look out for some fourth wall breaking jokes. Look out for some anime jokes. Look out for some real references from your favorite shows. They do give a nice ghost space ghost Easter egg in there, so you'll see that, which is pretty cool. I just felt like if this was a longer runtime, and if they had some of the voice actors who reprised their roles instead of getting like Seth Green getting like celebrity friends to voice some of the characters, I think this would have hit a little bit more harder. It's not a bad special at all. It's actually a nice love letter, but with a longer runtime, and I think with returning voice actors for certain characters, I think this would have hit a little bit harder. And some of the jokes, and I wish they did the Robot Chicken formula, just doing sketches with it instead of making this an overall plot. Like you could have had. That's why I said the longer runtime would have been better. If they, this is just my fan wish for this. If they would have had a 60-minute runtime, do sketches, but still have like this overall arcing cruise plot, or just have sketches within the cruise, things like that. I think it would have landed better. But I'm gonna bring up our remote meter for single episodes here, and we're gonna bring it up here. And as you can see here, I have episode excellence, great episode, solid episode, below average, and skip it. I'm gonna give it a solid episode. It was enjoyable, but I think the short runtime of 22 minutes and some voice actors not returning to their characters, and it's missing some heavy hitters of Adult Swim's main line, like Boondocks. I would have loved to see them, but like I said, it could have been licensing. It could have been a lot of whole things that just they couldn't just probably make happen. The fourth wall joke does explain why a lot of characters are not here, and the fourth wall joke about anime is hilarious. So once you see that, you'll get a kick out of that. But solid episode. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. That's pretty much it. This is Justin from ImaginativeVisions.com. What did you think of the Robot Chicken Adult Swim special? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Comment below, let me know. Also, check out our reviews here. You can check out my recent review of Batman Nightfall, and you can check out, my favorite 20 video games of all time. Let's over there. So I'll catch you guys later. Later days.